Today we have a very special guest joining us, someone who truly embodies the spirit of adventure. She's an award-winning travel journalist, a world explorer, and the author of Brave-ish, One Breakup, 6 Continents, and Feeling Fearless After 50. Please welcome Lisa Niver. Lisa, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much, Nikki. It is always so much fun to be back with you.
Okay, we have a lot to cover, but tell me what being in Antarctica for the first time, what was that like?
You know, it's been my dream for so long that I would go to my final 7th continent. You know that I was here with my book. My book title has 6 continents,
Yes.
and I made it.
And
So
now you're at 7.
it's amazing.
That is amazing.
Thank
Okay,
you.
how does it feel like to set foot on such a remote place? I mean, I got to get a sneak peek of the pictures and videos, but what was it actually like when you were there?
It was almost that feeling like, am I having a dream or is it actually happening? The ship is so beautiful, and it's when you first leave Ushuaia and you go through the Beagle Channel, our very first day we were already seeing whales. Immediately we saw wildlife, and then when we actually got to stand on the continent, and most amazing, the trip I went on, we went south of the Antarctic Circle, which is incredible.
And you went with Quark Expeditions.
I went with Quark Expeditions.
Which I am obsessed with this jacket.
Thank you.
And they specialize in these kinds of expeditions.
Absolutely. One of the reasons I chose to go with Quark Expeditions, I was on their newest ship, the Ultramarine, is because they're polar specialists, north and south.
Oh, wow.
And after working on ships for so long, I was like, I want to go with the people that are
Really
real
know.
familiar with the ice and the big waves.
Yeah. What surprised you the most?
What surprised me the most, the first 2 days when we were at sea, we had the most incredible lectures. I felt like I was in science class all day long in the best way. We had all these PhDs talking to us about the penguins and the ice and the science, and I was so into it. And then we went to see the penguins, and I was like, oh, I remember he said that. And now I see it.
Oh my God, it must have just been an absolutely just everyday mind-blowing. And tell me about the helicopter adventure that you went on, actually.
It is so amazing. The Ultramarine has 2 helicopters, and it's included. Everyone on the ship gets to fly in the helicopter.
What?
Yes, everyone. And then when you're up in the air, it's so different. Just the vastness and seeing the ice, and oh my gosh, you know it's big because you've sailed far, but just seeing it from the air was amazing. And the pilots are so experienced. They're bush pilots, military pilots. I felt so safe.
So safe. Okay, but now also you did something called a polar plunge. Tell me about that.
So first I had an unintended polar plunge. I went stand-up paddleboarding, and when I was getting dressed in my dry suit and thinking I'm going stand-up paddleboarding in Antarctica, so I did fall. First I fell into my board, and then later I fell into the water. But I had been in the water, and I changed my hat, I changed my gloves. So when it was time to polar plunge, I'm like, I've got this. So I get out there in my bathing suit, they have you all secured in, and right before I jump, someone screams out, Lisa, where's the hula hoop? Because I hula hooped across the Antarctic Circle, and I hula hooped at the southernmost post office.
Only you.
But the polar plunge really was freezing.
Really?
Yes, but it was worth it. I would do it
worth
again.
it.
I would have even gone a second time if they let me.
Well, how did your body react to the icy water?
Yeah, I jumped in and I was like, oh, it's freezing. And then I got out, and the surprising thing when you got back on the ship, I was kind of warm.
Yeah. Okay, let's move into my favorite wildlife. Tell me a little bit about all the wildlife that you were able to see down there.
So we were very fortunate. We had amazing weather and great conditions. So we got to see all 3 kinds of penguins in the neighborhood.
My favorite.
The Gentoo, the Chinstrap, and the Adelie.
Look at you knowing all the kinds. I love it.
If you're a fan of the movie Happy Feet, I watched it on the plane home from Antarctica, and all the science is really true. I was very proud of them. But we saw 4 kinds of whales and 5 kinds of seals. I mean, it was amazing. The leopard seals, the crab-eater seals. My favorite was the humpback whales, and they were so close to us. It was incredible.
It's just magnificent when you can see them that close. So where are you off to next?
Oh my goodness, where am I off to next? Well, I'd like to go back to Antarctica. It was so amazing. I would definitely go again. And next, I'm going on a brand new MSC ship.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, well, where can we go to follow all of your adventures and to learn more about Quark Expeditions? Where can we go for more information?
So I have my own website, lisaniver.com. I also have wesaidgotravel.com. And so far, I have 44 videos about Antarctica. So you can see the penguins hopping, and we saw the penguin chicks. Oh my goodness. Some of the chicks, they look like gray fluffy balloons.
Lisa, well, first of all, I'd go just for that jacket, and I can't wait to learn more. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you, Nikki.